Alright, welcome back to the channel and happy Easter to everyone. So here's how I've spent my Easter. Well, after I went to morning service. Working on the truck. I started yesterday replacing airbags. So this is the top of the airbag and these are the air fittings. And they both snapped off. First one of them snapped off and I was trying to get the other one. I couldn't get a good angle on it. I ended up having to run down to Harbor Freight to get some deep impact sockets so I could get a better bite on it. Actually, you can see this one with just a regular socket. I was just spinning the top, so I had to get a good bite on it. So I had to buy more tools. And then I put my big impact on it and it snapped right off, which was fine. Replacing it anyway. You can see it's all dry rotted on top, and I know this was leaking because in wet weather, you know, airing up the trailer, you could see bubbles all around here. So I finally got it off. And then I went to the other side. This bag is actually only about 1.5 years old, but I bought 4 new bags, 4 shocks. I'm just going to replace all of them. I'll keep this one handy, but this one was leaking right here. About 1.5 years ago, I replaced it, or had it replaced at Utility Trailers in Tulsa, and they I didn't realize until I got loaded, I could hear air pissing. But I was up in Fort Riley, Kansas. So I got under there as best I could. I really didn't understand how these worked. And got an Allen head wrench in there, tightened it a little bit, but ended up stripping it out. So the bag is still good, but I just need to get that plug out. So what I did to be able to work on this, since I have a sliding rear axle, I can raise the suspension. So I've lifted the suspension all the way up. I'd built myself some wooden blocks, just some various scrap lumber I had laying around. Got jack stands under it. Release the air. And do that with this knob right here. So, like that raises it. So, I got under here. Got this one replaced yesterday. Got that one off. I was having a hard time getting this air line on. This one right here. So today I had to cut this tie wrap. I already had this one out. That way it gave me some flexibility. I also cut back some of this clear tubing that's over it to protect the line, so I can get a better grip on it. So I got that installed. Got that hooked back up. That scared the hell out of me. Over here on this one, got the airline hooked up, and over here I installed a line, fittings in a line. Let me stop this. Pull the jack stands out. You can see it lifts the trailer up pretty high. So that other fitting I installed goes to this air pressure gauge right here, so I have my suspension pressure now. I bought 2 of those gauges, one for the trailer, one for the truck. They're from Amazon, complete kit. Comes with quite a bit of hose. cutter, mounting hardware, bracket for the gauge, various fittings, and the gauge itself. So I got that installed, all plumbed in. Now, in my various trips to Harbor Freight yesterday, I bought some wire loom and, as you can see right here, some heat shrink. So wherever it passed through the frame, and then you can kind of see right here all these grooves in the bottom of the deck. That's where, yeah, the factory runs a lot of the air lines and wires through there. So I did the same thing through those channels over the cross members. And like I said, I put heat shrink on them, on it to help protect it. A little bit of chafing protection. So, what else? There's a label plate or a sticker on the bag right here. This one's all worn off, but it gives the torque specs. It's like 80 foot-pounds for these guys up here, and then the bottom stud I think was like 40. So they're all torqued. I've got the other two bags, but I got under here and looked, and it's Sunday afternoon. I am pooped. Too damn old to be crawling, under the trailer and up and down 100 times. I do need to get some grease in the brake actuators, or whatever, the braking assembly, not the actual physical brakes themselves. But yeah, so now I have an air gauge, so I can see just sitting here. I gotta look at the graduations on this. Looks like that's at about 15 psi. Or is that 10? I don't know. I have to look to see how those are graduated. Looks like between 20 and 40. Those are probably, what, 2.5 pound increments. So I'll take a closer look at it. But I don't want to mess with this too much more, because I have a load tomorrow. So what I'll probably do tomorrow is I'll get an empty weight. I'm supposed to be picking up steel beams and poles and miscellaneous stuff. It's another load going out to Forks like I've done. It's going to the same place that bought all the shut down sawmills. And they're reestablishing a mill out in Forks. But yeah, so got those replaced. That, and I got the water bottle here somewhere. I already soap checked. Yeah, there's my water bottle right there. I soap checked all my connections. I had one loose fitting on the bag over here, so I tightened it up and resprayed it, so I'm good. So with any luck, that will take care of the air leak issues I have. It's after about 10 hours. If I'm loaded heavy, it may be 8 hours, and the red knob would pop because I'd lose so much air. So we'll see how it does overnight tonight. It'd be nice to not lose all my air all the time. And then next weekend, I think the weather's supposed to be decent for a while. So next weekend I'll do the rear airbags, and the shocks. Main reason I don't want to mess with the shocks right now is if I break the bolts, you know, it's Easter Sunday. I don't know who's open, who's not. I'd rather not take that chance. But yeah, so like I said, I got these on Amazon. The bags and the shocks I actually got from Northwest Equipment Group. They used to be a utility trailer dealer, now they're Hyundai. But yeah, I could have ordered the parts online, but honestly, checking around, I wasn't finding any better prices. I got the actual Hendrickson bags and the Hendrickson shocks. Oh, and also the nuts to mount everything are separate install kit. Yeah, so there's the Hendrickson part number. And there's the number for the shocks. Which, I mean, unless you have this trailer, that doesn't necessarily do you a whole lot of good. But I think that's about it. Now I just need to get under there with the grease gun, hit those fittings, and then get everything put away. And I think I'm going to treat myself to a blizzard at DQ, just because I've earned it. All right, so be safe out there, everyone.